All, all right. Good Wednesday morning to everybody. It's time for Lunch with Al. And today I have a special guest. It's somebody that I have breakfast with, lunch with, dinner with, and even snacks sometimes. It's my lovely and charming wife, Dottie. And this is where I interview people like my wife for a short period of time that have been on the whole food plant-based lifestyle and have had really, really good results. So this goes on every Wednesday, and the purpose is to show how whole food plant-based diet can change your life. All right, my dear, how long have you been whole food plant-based?
About 6 years.
And what caused you to become whole food plant-based?
My husband, he decided that he was going to do it, so I started cooking for him.
You did.
And I decided then it wasn't so bad. It was pretty good food. So eventually, it took me about a year, but then I got into it really well.
And you're an excellent cook. And what benefits have you received from being whole food plant-based?
Well, in 2015, I found out I had liver cancer, and they took out half of my liver. And then after that, I had CT scans every 6 months. And then a few years later, they found a lump on my lung, which was cancerous. It was a tumor. And so I chose to do radiation.
Let me, if I may interrupt you.
Sure.
Didn't you started off with liver cancer and that sort of went away, but it came back as lung cancer. And
Yes.
don't we call that stage 4?
Yes, it's stage 4 cancer.
And which is fairly serious. All right.
And so we did radiation, which shrinks the tumor. And then my doctor does a CT scan on me every 6 months to see how it's doing. And it was shrinking the whole time. And then the last time we did it, he said that it was the size of a pinhole, that they couldn't do any biopsy on it or anything. It was just so small. So basically, it's almost gone. And I sure that my diet had something to do with that because it is a good diet and it's all natural foods, and it did well by me. So from now on, I go in every 9 months for him to check to see if it's returned.
Do you miss any of the food you used to eat?
Yes, of course I do.
All right.
I miss.
I don't miss any
I
of it, but
don't
you do.
miss the meat so much as the fish. I do miss fish because I really liked fish a lot.
You used to make a phenomenal salmon.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
it
good.
was good. So anyway, I don't. Uh, I think about what it does to your body, and then I just say, no, I'm not going to eat that.
How about cost-wise?
Cost wise, it's great because you walk by a meat counter and the meats are so expensive now. I don't know how families can afford it.
Have you been ever tempted to fall off the wagon?
Oh, of course, I'm tempted, but then I see what this diet does for me, and I kind of
How
shy
about
away from
cheese?
it. I loved cheese, but I saw a documentary on what cheese does to your veins and your heart, and I thought, no, I don't need that anymore.
If you could give just one suggestion to people that are thinking about or starting on this journey to be whole food plant-based, what would it be?
Get a cookbook. Cookbooks really
Yes.
do help. There are a lot of good plant-based cookbooks, and the vegans cook with a lot of herbs, and that gives it nice flavors. And that's my
If I may
suggestion.
interject a word from our sponsors,
Yes.
this is my website, and if you go to the resources page on my website, you will find links to websites that have tons of recipe, like our friend Chuck.
Yeah.
who is the brand new vegan, and Forks Over Knives, which we had that. You made a
A stew.
stew,
Yeah.
mushroom barley stew, and it is so good. And that's right
Yeah.
from Forks Over Knives.
Yes.
And
And
if you send me a message, I'll send you the recipe. You can look it up on your own, though, of course. Where were we? Oh yeah. I interrupted your suggest. If you
no.
could give a suggestion to other people.
Well, I said get a cookbook.
How about
That's my
how about
suggestion.
surrounding yourself with whole food, plant-based
Well,
people?
that helps too.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
But don't give up your
Begrudgingly,
old
she
friends.
admits it.
There's
All
no
right.
friends like old friends.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
thank you, my dear, for doing
Mhm.
this. And there you have it, another short video. This one looks to be about 6 minutes long, which is my goal. And I will see you guys all next Wednesday.